So what is the Gadgetman Groove exactly? Well, what the Gadgetman Groove is exactly what it sounds like. It's a small groove that is cut into the intake airstream in a certain location that has profound effects on the combustion of your fuel. Now, right now, the EPA admits that 62% of your gasoline goes into the exhaust, and that's where it's burned, in the exhaust and mostly in the catalytic converter. Now, by significantly altering the pressure curve inside the intake manifold, which is what the Gadgetman Groove does, what we do is we apply a higher level of vacuum to the fuel, which releases it into a vapor state. Then it's hit with a blast of air prior to the point of ignition, so it blends into a more homogeneous mixture, allowing more fuel to burn at the point of ignition. This, by nature, produces more power to push the piston. Since there's less fuel in the exhaust, your emissions drop like a rock. I've zeroed the hydrocarbons, oxides of nitrogen, and carbon monoxide on hundreds and hundreds of engines and seen reductions in carbon dioxide emissions by as much as 80%. So you can go over to our video reports page. At the top of the page here, you will find a Get Grooved button. Underneath that, look for video reports. Under there, it's broken down into automotive manufacturers, Ford, Dodge, GM, and U.S. imports, as well as news and interviews and our zero emissions vehicles, which show clear shots of the 5-gas analysis so that you can validate that. Now, under the video sections for the various manufacturers, you're going to see a lot of reports by various owners just like you on all kinds of vehicles, and you'll be able to hear in their own words what the Gadgetman Groove did for them. So what I want to ask you to do now is just go and explore the site. We are not salesmen. I'm not a salesman. I'm just a tinkerer who's discovered something pretty cool. I know that the Gadgetman Groove is proven to be 100% effective at improving combustion properties. The later model of vehicles, they're a little bit more stubborn about giving up the mileage, but you still get improvements in your power delivery and your emissions, as well as your temperature management. So every engine runs better with the Gadgetman Groove. So on that note, I just want to say thank you for stopping in to say hello. And if you're a gadget man or a tinkerer in your own right, then I invite you to go to our Groovy forums, the button at the top left of the page, and register and become a member and start chatting with our friends. Because one thing that we are dedicated to is improving combustion efficiency in gasoline engines, period. So you'll find a variety of technologies that are being tested and discussed right there. It could save you a lot of trouble. And we've already seen some pretty amazing stuff like how would you like to add plasma to your gasoline engine with only a few pieces of household wiring. That is entirely doable, and it's having some really profound effects on the engines on which it's been applied. Well, that is discussed in its entirety on the forums, along with a number of other things. In addition, at the top under Gadgetman Land, there is a library which we produced a lot of documents on various aspects, and you can also step over to diagnostics.gadgetmangroove.com and learn a couple of things. There's a lot to be learned about gasoline engines, and here is where you're going to find the best results. So we're all family here in Gadgetman Land, and we want to help whatever we can do. In any event, I hope you have a wonderful day, and remember, as always, to smile for a stranger today. You will both be glad you did.